Next up, we have another final in women's chess boxing light, 60 kilograms division. Sofia Argandeikina from Russia fighting against Sneha Sanjan from India.
So a bit of an India-Russia derby there, yeah?
Yeah.
In the women's category, that's often the case, isn't it?
Sofia is a very, very strong chess player.
She is?
Yeah, very good chess player. She started boxing, I think, like 2 years ago, year and a half ago, from scratch. But she's, I mean, becoming more and more decent. And but they need to go on stage right now to do the draws with white and black first before they start boxing. So Sofia jumped the gun a little bit, putting the helmet on. That's fine. I don't see what. Huh? So I think. Yes. So Sofia is going to play with the white pieces and will be in the white corner, and Sneha will play with black pieces.
How much do I owe you?
All right, guys.
And I believe that in Sofia's corner is Ekaterina
Petrushkova, yeah.
Who's fighting just after this.
No, she is not fighting. She will be the champion because Svenja forfeited. She didn't want to fight because of the injury.
Okay.
So Yekaterina is already a champion.
Okay. A deserving one. I believe.
Oh yes, she.
I believe she beat Amina in some internal Russian stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
In Chelyabinsk we had the Russian Cup, and they both advanced to the final.
I saw it on her Instagram.
And yeah, it was a big matchup.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both leading chessbox, great boxers, good chess, and she beat Amina. Amina, is an unbeatable, almost in international competitions. I think she
did lose to Alina
once. Yes,
Alina,
exactly. She had lost on chess, and she was lacking one knockdown, if I'm not
Is that
mistaken.
fight gonna happen again?
Yes, it's happening again this time around. Interesting one. Okay, so let's see. What we know, Sneha is a decent boxer. She has the moves, she has the technique. Let's see if the chess player Sofia has got the. There you go. You have a knockdown.
But this is the light version.
No
right?
count. The ref didn't open the count. I thought he would, but he didn't.
He considered it a slip?
Yeah, he thought it was a slip. I thought it was a punch. But look, Sofia's moving quite well. Good stance. Schooling, I mean, clearly has been some basic, teaching's been done. Nice. You saw the feint, followed by 1-2.
Soviet school.
Yeah, classic. In and out, feint, 1-2. Oh. Nice, good exchange by both. Several punches landed, I think, for Sneha, but good counters by Sofia. What Sneha doesn't do too well is when she attacks, she throws her hands down for some reason. Maybe it's on purpose, but yeah, I mean, if you're good with a jab, if you have a fast jab, you can punish boxers that do that, unless they're Roy Jones Jr. with incredible instincts. Normally it doesn't work. You do want to keep your hands up. If you're not a brilliant world-class boxer.
No, that's true, but I mean, it's becoming more and more of a style, and because of the internet, it's like everybody...
Flashy, yeah.
You know, everybody's having their own style, and the information is mixing with the disinformation. Yeah. It's very, very difficult to...
It's true, and you have those like up-and-coming cool boxers with the style hands down, but then they face, at some point, a good old Soviet school boxer, and they get punished.
But you saw Nikita himself earlier.
Yeah, no, but he's a high-level boxer. I mean, yeah, he is. I mean, on their level, it's not a great idea.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
And the first
it's
round was awarded
to
Black India.
You know, sometimes boxing is just as easy as having a high guard.
What's happening there?
So who... White is who? India is white? India is white.
So now, for some reason, India is playing white, but they're in opposite colors corners, which is very confusing. It's actually against the rules. But, okay. The judges allowed that for some reason. I'm going to go tell them.
Okay, so this is a symmetrical English. And... for the moment, it's Grandmaster level by both players. E4, taking a stab at that center, maybe a bishop takes. I'm not a fan of the bishop takes, generally speaking. I find that here, what started out as a kind of a positional game is becoming a shoot them out, and the pieces are all having an agenda of their own. Maybe stability will be found once again. Knight c6, bringing out that last piece and aiming at the d4 square. A logical exchange, and now knight d4. So who is this advantageous, this pawn structure? Well, White at some point might play.
This pawn is hanging. Still is going to be well.
Maybe at some point there will be an f4 move, and then the symmetry will be
restored.
Will be restored. Thank you.
Impossible move, illegal move by White, I believe. So first warning.
So in light you just get a warning, it's not so much of a...
No, if you get 3 warnings, you're out.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's a count, yeah.
Yeah. It's like a count.
It's like a count.
Yeah. Okay, so clearly, Sneha is taking her time to think. She knows she's facing a very good
But there's no blunders.
Player.
There's no blunders. It's clean.
Yeah. It's clean. She's taking her time, but rightfully so, and she should be.
I just like, what is White gonna do with that last bishop? That bishop on c1. It's difficult to find a spot. This is where Black's pawns are kind of getting a little bit in the way, more than White's pawns. You see that pawn on e4 is missing.
Absolutely.
To stop the activity. But it's not like you could do much with it. Maybe there's some kind of an idea to build pressure exactly where she's aiming.
Yeah, I mean, if Sofia has a plan, you are the one to see that plan. I am nowhere near her level.
Okay.
In chess.
Well, I like this h4 bishop g5, stopping g5.
Well, she's aiming at the h3, I think, with the battery.
Yeah.
But her end game is very good also, from what I noticed in some previous games. Her end game is great. So let's see. It's not quite
No,
there yet.
this is a misconception that because you're going to the end game, it's a draw. It's like, no. Some players specialize in this type of
Exactly.
thing.
Some may be very, on the same level with you in the opening and the Mittelspiel, but they're really great with their end game, and they can squeeze 100% of a situation which could be considered, a draw.
Yeah. No, this is very frequent, and I've heard even grandmasters speak of this when they're facing a much lower opponent than themselves. And while they're playing, they're like, I don't feel that the guy is any lower than me.
And in this end game makes the difference.
And like in this phase of the game, I'm okay. In this phase of the game, he's okay. Where am I going to find the weakness? And so the game proceeds, and he just changes phase.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, boom, there's a big gap there.
So at your level, you believe the end game really makes a difference level, right?
It's when you can't make the difference anywhere else, that's where you head.
Okay. Okay, second boxing round. Let's see what happens. Oh, very, very good. Body head, typical combination. Going low and then aiming high, and I also like the feints.
It seems like her reach is actually.
You see, she's feinting,
yeah,
boom, boom.
Constantly.
Yeah.
It's like a fast twitch.
Yeah, very, very good move. I mean, I don't know where she learned that, but yeah, movement. You see the little steps, gaining ground, but they're both kind of cautious, looking for counters. Isnecha especially, she's waiting, just like her friend from the Indian teams who just won on chess. She's also waiting to counter. Same squad. They probably go to the same gym. Same coach, same boxing coach, waiting to counter.
Well, that's really good when you're with people who understand you, speak the same language, so to speak, and know what to call out, what you know. They know your knowledge.
Absolutely.
You could have
very cautious. Both girls are very cautious.
You can have the best coach in
One
the world
flurry.
in your corner.
Oh, nice counters by the Russian. Good flurry by Sneha. She attacked and effectively, but then very good counters by the Russian. Fairly equal round, I don't know. A draw maybe?
And the second round was awarded to Russia, so it's 1-1 score in boxing.
That's very important, actually. So now we are not going to have a situation where we have 2-0 in boxing and a checkmate on the chessboard. Now it's 1-1.
Whoever wins the chess wins.
Yeah, now basically chess decides.
But chess is very even for the moment.
Yeah, I mean, there's no terrible mistakes made by either side.
I believe the computer would probably give equal at this point. Maybe
I don't know.
if
position-wise, I think I prefer black's position slightly.
Just because of the pawn on e5.
Because of the pawn on e5, yes.
But look what's just happened now. This is an immediate blunder. f4 is stopping the bishop coming back, and so closed her own bishop, and h6 is trapping it. Giving the pawn away, believing that maybe some way you can get an escape, but there isn't one. The bishop is simply lost.
Yeah.
So she picked up on that extremely fast. But this move is quite challenging. If somebody
challenging in what sense?
Well, if you're impatient, some people are impatient. You could, for example, I would not have taken
the
bishop
if you're
straight away.
rushing. Yeah, I understand what you mean.
You could have just simply brought the bishop back first to defend the pawn, and then take the bishop. You don't have to take the bishop immediately.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what inexperienced chess players
Especially
do a lot of times.
Especially chess boxers, because
chess boxers,
they
want to rush.
Forward.
Exactly. But now, we also have a bit of a difference on time. It's less than a minute and a half for white, with 3.5 minutes on the clock for the black. They're playing very fast. So
A little bit of pressure there on d3. Well, once you
Yeah.
get that piece up, material does have that effect.
accumulation.
Exactly, and it's the principle of Matthew in the Bible.
Oh.
He who has will have more, and
Yeah.
he who does not will have less.
I don't think that's the best decision for protecting the pawn on d3. Rook f3. I don't like that move, to be honest.
Yes, there is a defect, let's say. But now
Blocking
she's
yeah.
corrected that, but
Yeah.
I find that Sofia is playing maybe a little too fast. If she took a little bit more time, she would be
She's
seeing
playing
stuff.
crazy fast. I mean,
Yes.
she's taking a second.
But she just
move,
wants.
but she's pressuring. She's pressuring her opponent, I think, on time. It's a psychological thing almost, right? So she doesn't want to be like 100% accurate. She just want to push the pace.
This is my school of thought. This is
Yeah.
how I
I
see.
think for chess boxing, it's more effective, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Because if you think about something great, you'll get maybe the winning position, and then you'll have to calculate more again.
And you're gonna be down on time.
So learn to play with your hands.
Look, and she's succeeding because you have 7 seconds on the clock.
You have to box with
5.
your brain, and you have to play chess with your hand.
2, 1, out on time. That's it. По времени, да? By time.
Да.
Wolf, you can announce. And we have a winner by time on the chessboard, Sofia Argandeikina. And well, the winner and the champion in the 60 kilograms women's chess boxing light.